Yesterday, you couldn't hear yourself think in this building. It was the loudest the Air Canada Centre ever has been. Today, the basketball court is gone, the ice is back, and there's silence here at the ACC. Steve Simmons of the Toronto Sun, along with Ryan Wolstead of the Sun, talking about the end of the Toronto Raptors season. First off, Ryan, let's talk about the crowd from yesterday.
It was unbelievable, really. I mean, I was in Dallas or Arlington, Texas earlier this year for the Final Four. There was about 70,000 people there. It was louder in here. It was unbelievable. Even you have the legends, the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett talking about they've never seen anything like it. And then see today, it's crickets. It's over just like that.
Well, they lost by one, as DeMar DeRozan said, like 6 different times. We lost by one. We lost by one. He kept repeating himself. But the question of the day isn't DeMar DeRozan. The question of the day is Kyle Lowry and his future as a pending free agent.
Yeah, he's unrestricted. It's the first time in his career he's been able to do that. And, you know, he was a happy guy. He made it seem that he likes it here, which is true. He's never had teammates like this. But on the other hand, he admitted that it's a business.
Yeah, I can see. Of course, I can see myself back. I mean, we just went to Game 7 the first round, and nobody expected us to be there. So, of course, I could see that. But those things are on my mind. But you know, I haven't really gotten to a deep process of thought yet. I mean, that's still 2 months away. I still got a long way to go, and I got a lot of thinking and talking to do.
I get the impression, listening to him and listening to his teammates, that maybe he's being instructed by his agent not to play a card here, because DeMar DeRozan gives the impression that Lowry's coming back.
I'm not worried about it. It's definitely important. You know, we wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for Cal. You know, his leadership that he brought in, his toughness at that point guard position. So
nobody seems very worried about it, except Kyle won't come out and say, I'm coming back.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it's been all year. I mean, his agent instructed him to sort of change up his image a bit, be a more likable guy. He did that with flying colors, complaining less on the court, had a fantastic season that could land him on the All-NBA third team. And, you know, this would just be par for the course. He's a smart guy. His agent's a smart guy. They want the money, the most money they can get.
I guess the other question that still has yet to be answered is what happens to Dwayne Casey? He's not signed for next year. He's not hired. Most people expect him to be back.
I think he'll be back. I think it's as simple as that. Matter of fact, I'm sure he'll be back.
You have to think he is. If they would have won, there's no way you can't bring him back. And now you lose by a point. It's just they've grown so much under him. How do you start fresh? You'll think, oh, Masai didn't bring him in, but the players love him. The defense was finally respectable for one of the only times in Raptors history. And Lowry certainly seems certain that, well, he wouldn't say about himself. He was certain that Casey would be back.
Certainly hard one day after losing a Game 7 by 1 point when the ball's in your hands and you've got a shot to end it all. But this is sports, and this is what happens as we sit here today or stand here today in the silence of the Air Canada Centre. For Ryan Wolfstad, Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun.